Hi everyone, my name is Theta with an 8, and this is the State of Show for Fall 2019. Today I will give you the plan for the upcoming season, where we are in the backlog, progress towards the big time goals I shared with you in the second anniversary show, talk a bit about this past season, and share some upcoming events. First, a few events in the immediate future that are a departure from the normal weekly schedule. This upcoming week features the North American release of Rascal Does Not Dream of a Dreaming Girl, which is the sequel movie to the series Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai that we talked about extensively last fall. It will be shown in the US on the 2nd and 3rd, which is Wednesday and Thursday, and in Canada on the 4th and 5th, Friday and Saturday. We are going to have a special couple of streams because of this event. The first will be on Thursday night in prime time for the Americas, a departure from the usual time slot where I stream. It will be Thursday night at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific for probably a couple of hours. We will repeat the stream on Saturday at what is the usual stream time, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. GMT. This second stream is for all those who can't see the movie before the Thursday stream, or who can't otherwise make it at that different day and time. This upcoming Sunday, we'll see our last Viewer's Choice stream of the season, in which we'll look at The Demon Girl Next Door, and talk about the relationship between comedy and tragedy. We'll also look at the entire first season of Fruits Basket, since I didn't get to talk about it as much as I wanted. The next Sunday, October 13th, we'll have another special event. The first half will be a game show stream in which we look back at the 4 shows we covered regularly during this past season, with me kind of playing game show host. Basically, I'll be asking trivia or details about those 4 shows and handing out loyalty points to those who are fastest to answer in chat. Should be a fun way to relive the past season and the Focus series. The second half will be a look at the fall season's premiere episodes, a very similar stream to the selection preview show we did 3 months ago. That stream will probably inform our decision about which show we look at in the upcoming season. So then, this is the plan for the season. Because of the big goal that I'm working towards for next year, I'm scaling back what we do on a week-to-week basis. We will continue to follow Vinland Saga, as we are only halfway through it. We will continue to do the Viewer's Choice shows, where someone from the audience wins the little raffle-type system we are using, and gets to choose the next week's series, and a focus if they so choose. This past season saw a wide range of shows get chosen, in several cases resulting in people checking out series they hadn't otherwise known much about. I enjoyed this a lot, and so I want to continue it. We'll then also pick up just one more show from this new season to follow every week. This is scaled down from this past season, where we did 4 regular shows and the one's Viewer's Choice most weeks. This extra time serves 2 main purposes. It gives me more time to work on the backlog, and it allows me to start preparing in earnest for the big plan next year. I'll explain where we are on the backlog in a moment. First, I figured I would update everyone on our progress towards the full-time goal. As I said in the second anniversary show, in more detail, I am trying to raise and save money toward making an attempt at creating content full-time. I have a particular thing in mind to launch this, something I have cryptically been referring to as a content campaign. It's basically a multi-month concentrated look at several examples of media that all share a certain characteristic or subject matter. If successful, then such campaigns will become a regular thing, perhaps once a year or something. Anyway, the big goal was to raise and save $12,000 over these 6 months to allow the alter ego to quit work and focus exclusively on this content for the 6 months which follow. Right now, we are at about $2,300, so almost 1/5 of the way to the full goal, which is really exciting. The alter ego will also have increased opportunity to donate towards this end as well, so I am pretty optimistic about our chances. However, it's not the full 12,000 or bust. There are several intermediary steps. While I won't be able to do the content campaign, just making it to 5,000 means I could drastically reduce the alter ego's work schedule, and I will try to live as a full-time content creator for those 6 months. We're almost halfway to that goal already, which I guess is why I'm already excited about our progress. Making it to 7,000 means I will try the content campaign, though a very scaled down version since the alter ego will still have to work. At 9,000, the alter ego will be able to quit outright and do the content campaign, though again in a bit of a scaled down form. So that is where we are on that right now, and I feel good enough about it to go ahead and start making some plans towards that end for next year. The most important part of that, though, is finishing up the backlog, so let's talk about that a bit. If you are just here for news on Land of the Lustrous, this is where you can start paying attention again. Those who are regularly on the streams will know this already, but I've been writing the scripts for the next videos as I go along. 7 is done, and 8 is probably done as well, though I want to look at it again after these upcoming events to make absolutely sure I am happy with it before I watch episode 9. Once the script for 9 is complete, I'm going to find a couple of days to shoot all 3 and then release them as I am able to edit them down. All of this setup I have for the live streams is time consuming to set up and break down, so I will need a space in my schedule with a couple of days to disassemble, shoot, and reassemble before the next stream. Hopefully I don't need to say as much, but I'm not altering the scripts once they're complete, regardless of whether I am right or wrong in the things I think may happen or that I think are important. Anyway, after this, I will repeat the process with the scripts for episode 10 and 11. After 11 releases, however, we are going to do something a little different. I'm going to watch episode 12, the finale, live on stream, so everyone who wants can see my reaction the first time I experience it. This will be followed immediately by discussing the episode with everyone in attendance, so you can see me try to make sense of things in real time. Kind of fun way to celebrate getting to the end of the show. I don't know when this will happen exactly, but I will give plenty of warning. Then I will make the last video for the analysis series, finally completing the original backlog. Once that is complete, I will sort out how to wrap up the interrupted coverage of The Promised Neverland. I'm still working out exactly how I want to handle that, but it will wait until Land of the Lustrous is finished, no matter what. Finishing Land of the Lustrous will be followed by some changes in presentation, most notably in changing our little stage here. It's something I have to do for the content campaign anyway, but I want all of the Land of the Lustrous videos to match each other, and so it's going to remain this layout until that is complete. However, there will be a time toward the end of the year, or probably after the first of the year, in which I will go offline to overhaul the offstage part of my setup. That change will let me switch more easily between live and structured content, so I don't have the current issue of needing several days to swap back and forth. Plus, it's not useful at all for the current live stream setup, and it's probably always been unnecessarily drab. Last thing, my plan to edit the streams for length and then release them here hit a few roadblocks early on and kind of got put aside. I firstly tried to find some outside editing help for this, as that's something I hope to line up for next year's campaign if I can. That hasn't yet panned out and ended up being a little bit of wasted time. But then after I edited the first 4 or so streams and uploaded them, I realized that our good friend Content ID was still going to generate hits on the clips that I use in discussion. Even though the layout for the stream looks like this, a long enough sequence will still trip the algorithm. I am fortunate I decided to be cautious and didn't get a new copyright strike or anything like that. But the end result is that they will require a lot more editing than originally envisioned, as the clips need to be broken up or kind of otherwise altered. I definitely do not have enough free time for that, but I will still keep looking for outside help. However, I probably will take the time to edit and release some of the live content on here this season. I don't know what exactly just yet, but I need to return to regular releases for the sake of YouTube's algorithm if I want to actually make a push towards full-time. That will probably also inform how I handle the Promised Neverland content when that time comes. So expect some edited versions of the live content to release on this channel alongside the Land of the Lustrous videos over the next few months. I think that's it. This past season's experiment with live streaming was immensely satisfying for me, sparking the kind of group discussions that I had been kind of missing all along. I really appreciate everyone who has been able to attend, even though I know the schedule doesn't accommodate all time zones very well. I'm also very thankful to everyone who has donated or who has subscribed through the Twitch channel to help me get just a little closer to my goal. I'm so excited about the possibilities that open up if I can put my full time and full energy towards creating content. I'm also kind of dying to share all about the content campaign and what I want to do with it, so I really hope we get there, even if it is just a toned-down version. Hit me up below if you have questions about anything or didn't understand something, or if I just didn't explain very well. I hope to see some of you Thursday night or Saturday, and until then, thanks for everything.